Okay, today I am going to talk about tariffs. So, a tariff is a tax placed on a good that is imported from one country to another. So, for example, the United States might impose a tariff on something imported from France. If that's the case, when France sends their product in, whatever they thought they're going to sell it at, they now have to sell it at a higher price. And this is the tariff. This extra price is called the tariff. And the purpose of the tariff is pretty singular. The purpose is to raise the price of the imported good. Now, there's a reason we want to do that. I'm going to give you an example. Why would we want to increase the price of an imported good? So let's suppose India is they've invented a medical device. And this medical device is very labor intensive. It takes a lot of labor hours to put it together, but they can put it together and sell it for $1,000. And the United States sees this medical device. They go, this is a game changer. We need to make this medical device. But they can't find a better way to make it. So it too, if you build it in the United States, it takes a lot of labor hours. And in India, they're paying 25 cents a labor hour, and we are paying $35 a labor hour in the United States. So it obviously costs us a lot more to build this product in the United States. But it's a new product. We can see that there's going to be a high demand for it. So what we want to do is we want to build it domestically. So we want to protect this industry, at least in the short run. So what we do is we say, all right, how much can you build this product for in the United States? And the producers say, we can build it for $1,500. And we say, all right, India can build it for $1,000. So we're going to put a 50% tariff on it. That means when it comes in and goes onto the shelf, it's going to cost 50% more than it would have without the tariff. So before the tariff, we could go to the store and we could see our product for $1,500 and we could see India's product for $1,000. And just basic economic theory says we're going to buy the Indian product because it's so much cheaper. But here's where the tariff comes in. When Fred, an importer in the United States, here says, I'm going to import this product from India, the United States says, well, there's a tariff on that product. So Fred pays this tariff. Fred pays the US government, it's like a tax. He says, here's an extra $500 to the United States government for every one of these things I brought in for India. And the United States government goes, thank you for that 500, thank you for that 500, and we just collect it up. Then what happens is Fred takes this Indian product and he goes to put it on the shelf next to the American product. And instead of marking it for $1,000, it just cost him an extra $500. So he's going to raise the price so he gets his money back. So instead of selling the Indian device for 1,000, he puts it there next to the United States product and sells that for 1,500. He raised the price of the product so he gets his money back. So now I go walking into the store and I say, hey, I need this medical device. I can buy the one from the United States or I can buy the one from India. It doesn't matter to me. They are identical. So what I do is I say, all right, I'm going to buy the one on the left, whichever one that is, I buy it and I paid $1,500 for it. Here's the key point. Before the tariff, I could have walked in and bought that same thing for 1,000. Now I'm walking in and there's no $1,000 product on the shelf. It's 1,500. So I just paid an extra $500 to buy this device. And the only reason I paid that extra $500 is because the tariff. That $500 goes to the person that imported to reimburse him for the extra tariff that he paid the United States. So yes, the tariff is a tax, but it's not a tax on India. It's not a tax on the importer. It is a tax on the consumer. And it's an intentional tax. We raise the prices intentionally so that we will buy a different product than the product that we're bringing in on a tariff. That's how tariffs work. So what Trump will tell you is that a tariff is a windfall. He's acting as if India is paying the tax. And if they want to sell, if India wants the privilege of selling this product in the United States, they have to pay our government. And he stops the conversation there. He acts as if every time we buy something from India, we have to import more from India. And the more we import from India, the more tariffs India pays. He forgets to tell us that in the end, we are the one paying the full amount of that tariff. So why doesn't Trump tell us the full story? I have two theories about this. Theory number one is he thinks that you, the consumer, are too dumb to understand what he's doing. He says it's a tax on India and you believe him and he thinks you believe him, so he'll just keep doing it. And he comes across as somebody that's trying to lower your other types of taxes, like we don't need as much income tax from you because we're getting all this extra money from India. That's what he's telling you. So he thinks you're too dumb to understand it. That's a theory. I don't know that for sure. I have a second theory, which is much more likely in my book based on everything I've seen Trump do. Second theory is it's not that he thinks you're too dumb to understand it, it's that Trump is too dumb to understand it. He doesn't know how tariffs work. He thinks it actually is paid by India. He thinks it actually is a windfall. That's what he thinks. That's what I think he thinks. So I'm going to leave you with a final thought. I'm going to read this directly off of you can find this on the internet. The late Professor William T. Kelly taught marketing at Wharton School of Business and Finance, University in Pennsylvania for 31 years, ending with his retirement in 1982. Dr. Kelly, who also had vast experience as a business consultant, was the author of the then widely used textbook, Marketing Intelligence, The Management of Marketing Information. Dr. Kelly taught marketing management to both undergraduate and graduate schools to students at Wharton. Professor Kelly said Donald Trump was the dumbest goddamn student I ever had. So there you have it. You make up your own decision and go ahead and look up on the internet. Use ChatGPT. Check up out how tariffs work. What do they do? Who pays the tariff and those types of things. Look up Professor Kelly. See if he actually said this. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll post something else tomorrow, I think. Thank you.